If you are over 60 and taking Amlodipine, Losartan, Lisinopril, or another blood pressure medicine, there is something important to understand before you change your diet, buy a supplement, or copy a trick you saw online. Something can be healthy and still be wrong for your medication. That is the detail many people miss. One person is told to eat more potassium, another is told to reduce salt, someone starts walking every morning, another buys a heart-healthy salt substitute. All four think they are doing the right thing. But depending on your medication, kidney function, hydration, and even what pain reliever is in your bathroom cabinet, those decisions do not always behave the same way inside your body. Lifestyle changes remain one of the most important parts of controlling blood pressure. Current guidance emphasizes a heart-healthy eating pattern, less sodium, appropriate dietary potassium, physical activity, weight management, less alcohol, and stress management. The intelligent approach is not natural instead of medicine. It is, how do I make my daily habits and my medication work in the same direction? That's what we'll do today. I'll show 7 habits that can support healthier blood pressure after 60, and 5 situations where a supposedly healthy habit can backfire. Stay with me until habit 5. 3 ordinary things can collide there: a blood pressure pill, a pain reliever, and dehydration. Alone they may look harmless. Together they can be a problem. Do not stop, reduce, double, or change the timing of prescription blood pressure medicine because of this video. Medication changes belong in a conversation with the clinician who knows your history. This is education. Habit 1. Stop reacting to one blood pressure reading. You wake up, drink coffee, answer a stressful call, then check your blood pressure. It looks high. You check again. Higher. Now you're worried. Blood pressure is not a statue. Activity, stress, caffeine, talking, and body position all change it. One number can frighten you. 7 days of consistent measurements educate you. Patterns tell a clinician whether treatment is working or whether a number was just random. So don't chase numbers. Track patterns. Script 12, Habit 2. Learn your medication's fingerprint. Amlodipine, Lisinopril, and Losartan all lower blood pressure, but they act differently. Script 14. Amlodipine is a calcium channel blocker that relaxes blood vessels. Its common side effect is peripheral edema, swelling in the ankles and feet. Notice timing, whether it's both sides, and whether it worsens during the day. Don't assume swelling means you must drink less water or stop the pill. Report the pattern to your clinician. Lisinopril is an ACE inhibitor. It can cause a persistent dry cough and, rarely but seriously, angioedema, swelling of the lips, tongue, face, or throat, which needs urgent care if breathing or swallowing is affected. ACE inhibitors can also raise potassium and affect the kidneys in susceptible people. Losartan is an ARB. It usually doesn't cause the cough associated with ACE inhibitors, but potassium and kidney function still matter. Losartan labeling warns about possible kidney deterioration when combined with NSAIDs in susceptible people. So remember, Amlodipine, watch for edema; Lisinopril, watch for cough, angioedema, potassium, and kidneys; Losartan, watch potassium, kidneys, and certain drug combinations. Habit 3. Improve your diet but don't play potassium roulette. You've heard, eat more potassium to lower blood pressure. DASH-style eating and adequate potassium can help, but increasing potassium aggressively may harm people whose kidneys or medicines already raise potassium, particularly those on ACE inhibitors or ARBs. Ask whether increasing potassium is appropriate for you. That depends on your medicines, kidney function, and lab tests. Be cautious with potassium supplements and potassium-based salt substitutes, which often use potassium chloride. For some people that's fine, for others it can raise potassium dangerously. Also, most dietary sodium comes from processed and restaurant foods, not the shaker. Improve your overall food pattern. More vegetables, fruit, whole grains, legumes, nuts, lean proteins, and less heavily processed food. DASH combined with lower sodium often reduces blood pressure more than either alone. Don't build your plan around one magic mineral. Aim for an appropriate, sustainable pattern. Habit 4. Train your circulation without trying to prove you're 25. You don't need brutal workouts. You need repeatable movement. Walking, resistance training, and breaking up long sitting periods all help. The key after 60 is consistency, not intensity. Pick activities you can do most days. Short walks, light strength work, balance practice. If balance or joint pain limits you, adapt the activity rather than stopping. If you have chest pain, major shortness of breath, fainting, or medical limits, get guidance before exercising. Also, stand up carefully. Orthostatic lightheadedness can occur when rising quickly. Sit up first, put feet on the floor, then stand. Repeated dizziness or fainting needs clinical evaluation. Don't dismiss it as just getting older. Habit 5. Have a plan for dehydration, heat, and sick days. Picture an ordinary summer afternoon. You garden, sweat more than expected, eat less, and drink less. Your back hurts, so you take ibuprofen. You also take your usual blood pressure pill. Alone, each step seems harmless. Together, they can stress your kidneys. ACE inhibitors and ARBs affect kidney blood flow regulation. NSAIDs like ibuprofen affect kidneys via another pathway. Dehydration reduces kidney perfusion. The triple combination, ACE inhibitor or ARB, NSAID, and dehydration, can lead to acute kidney injury, low blood pressure, or high potassium. What to do? When you're ill, hot, or vomiting and can't keep fluids down, have a plan. Call your clinician about whether to temporarily hold certain medicines. Avoid taking NSAIDs regularly without checking with your clinician. Consider acetaminophen if appropriate. Monitor for dizziness, lightheadedness, reduced urine output, or swelling. If you have kidney disease, discuss sick day plans ahead of time with your healthcare team so you know which medicines to pause and when to seek care. Habit 6. Use supplements and electrolyte drinks cautiously.